Listen, Untucked had me rolling my neck like whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, we're going there today? We're going there today. Finally, we got ourselves a very exciting episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. Children, are you ready for this review? Cue the theme music. Listen. Yeah! Yes, dog! Oh. Get that out of there! Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And by all means, visit me on my social media links, Instagram and Facebook at Matty Rants and Twitter at The Matty Rants. We need to get into this week's episode. Now, the queens return into the workroom and they actually play Rockham's crying, her sobbing, like to start the episode. Did you hear that crap? I was like, now hold on, y'all. I love Rockham, and I don't think that's right that they used it that way. It sort of plays on the emotions of how the people were feeling last week. Or maybe that was done before, or maybe it was a new edit since they've changed some things. Britta lets us know that she's Britta bitch, and she's a star, and this is crazy, and why not this other girl, and why not that person? It's a mess. I really didn't care for this entire episode because it's all we heard Britta do is talk about herself and how, you know, she is the girl in New York City, and that was just very annoying. So I could honestly not say anything else about Britta this entire episode. But there's more. Nikki wants to thrive in this competition really badly, and she doesn't want to be considered a stereotype or be put in some sort of bubble. And she wants the judges to see that she's also funny, and she is a fashion queen, which we did see on the runway this week, because darling, that was puss. It was everything. Jaida is not here for Aiden. And she will let Aiden know that, but then tell Aiden it's not exactly that. I'm just not here for exactly that. Now, Widow's comment about Aiden being the birthday candle was low-key funny. And I'm not trying to be on the bully train here, but the girls are not feeling her. And that is explained a little bit in Untucked by Jackie Cox, but we're not there just yet. Now, Rupaul comes into the room and gives the girls male nurses in underwear some checkups. I don't know. I'm not sure if they're checking for respiratory problems. But Gigi and Nikki pull these pink bedazzled pills from capsules that they're given. And they're given team captains of this acting challenge that is titled, appropriately, Gay's Anatomy. The girls must play roles in this improv but acting challenge where they are playing doctors and nurses and patients and all that good stuff. You know where this goes. Y'all know the characters. You saw the episode. Do I really have to go through the whole spiel? Widow was not feeling it. And y'all know this thing with Widow. Listen, I don't know if this face popped up next to me, but bitch makes a nasty face. I'm here for it. It's quite hilarious. Girl, I was crying on my Instagram live stream watching this. I was crying. That is the face of, oh no, you didn't. I loved it. And she makes that face several times throughout this episode, especially during rehearsals. Hold on, I gotta play that face now. She was not feeling Sherry doing her lines appropriately, and it was so funny to see. Widow did good when she did her part, y'all, but it was... All the faces were priceless. Now, Aiden's Mae West was interesting because she didn't know who Mae West was. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. Maybe we didn't get the part where she was like, oh yeah, I know who that is, because she didn't get the reference immediately. All I know is that Alaska probably was itching the entire time watching this. I can't wait to listen to the podcast with her and Willem, because I would love to hear what they have to say. There is this moment where Britta kind of shows concern, but not really for Aiden, and it really turned into this kind of like, it's almost her fault situation with Aiden, and it felt really strange to see a grown man talk about somebody like that and blaming them for them not really succeeding in this show. RuPaul really, really, really loves Crystal Method. That there will be no denying that. If I get another El DeBarge reference, I'm gonna lose my wig, okay? But yes, Crystal does give low-key tease El DeBarge, not all the way. RuPaul did go around and ask the other girls questions. There was moments here and there, you know, Widow telling I wanted a serious role. That made no damn sense. Like, what are you talking about, sister? This is RuPaul's Drag Race. Act a fool. This is what they want you to do, baby. That's how you get the lady to laugh at you. That's how you get called back. Queens rehearse their lines the best they can, and then they must film their scenes. Now, I'm going to say this one thing. I'm just going to go through this really quickly for the scenes, okay? Now, Jaida struggled in her scene. It was Jaida struggled in her scenes, okay? The final product was good, but she struggled. Gigi was good. Gigi's good. I mean, come on now. Gigi did a good job, and I like that she's surprising the girls by being this young queen with some talent, okay? She's not just a first. Heidi and Crystal, I thought were funny at first until I watched the actual finished product. And maybe because it was the last thing to go and it felt like the whole skit was the longest, most grueling experience ever because it was funny here and then it was not funny. And then it was funny here and it was not funny. It was so many ups and downs watching a Dr. Drew special, bitch. I didn't understand what was going on. I think Crystal did a little bit better than Heidi did in that situation, but I think Heidi wasn't as bad as some other people. She did very good, okay? She did really great. So I don't know what else to tell y'all. I was cracking up. I was like, damn. Once again, but you did a really good job. So I'm not gonna knock her for that. She did amazing. Widow did a good job too, like I said before, and that's another telling moment to say that Widow, mama, you already have the talent and you can really take any role and make it your own. Baby, come on now. Don't think of them trying to put you into a stereotype role, sister. There are moments where they give you those, you know, ooh, I didn't want this. And you take that and you make it into your own, and the girls can never check you because it's like, oh, but you threw that at me, but I was ready for it. So don't worry about it, mama. Nikki Doll, that was rough. I understand you were trying, but try again. You can't. Not after this episode. I felt bad because I know you were really trying, mama, but there were moments that you missed where you could have easily just thrown a whole bunch of gibberish or just said a lot of stuff in French. Things I know you didn't want to do because you felt uncomfortable in that scene, and it was telling, but you had an opportunity to really go there. Aiden, that wasn't Mae West. It was insane of you to think that was Mae West. That was your Aiden West. Aiden West. Adam West. Adam West. Rest in peace, Adam West. Oh my gosh. Aiden, you made me think of Adam West. Britta. She didn't get the soap opera reference that Carson was trying to feed her, where she needed to do the RAS or whatever the abbreviations were, where it needed to be long and all this mess. She didn't get it. I don't know if it was we didn't see her get it and it was edited out, but we didn't get it. And what we did get, and I forgot to mention this earlier, when Britta was talking to RuPaul, did y'all catch Britta spitting? And then I said on my live on Instagram, I said, now baby, did she spit? And everyone's like, I think so. And then when Aiden said it was really hard for her to do her lines because Britta was spitting on her the entire time, the gag, the giggle, and the goop. Because not only was I right, but you had a rewind from the producers showing the spit leave her mouth. God bless Aiden's face, because right now in this situation with what we're going through right now with my door is locked and I'm not going nowhere unless it's to the grocery store, but low-key Amazon's delivering. Oh no. Hell no. She would have got popped. Back in the workroom, the queens discuss things that happened with the acting. Shade is thrown and moments are given. Chip had a moment because it was important to lead into a story that had to go into Jackie Cox, and I feel for Jackie Cox's relationship with her mother, and how it was hard to basically please her because she couldn't understand what Jackie's drag was about or just her lifestyle in general, and so that, you know, she feels like she'll never be able to share that with her mother, and that's a horrible feeling. And trust me, I understand, and my heart goes out to Jackie Cox. Then Widow decides to make me cry because, you know, that's what she was doing. No. Widow, I boo-hooed on my Instagram. I'm not gonna boo-hoo now. When she brought up her mother's death, and y'all know I've lost my mother, it was like, every time that happens, I'm always like, oh no, you're pulling me into the emotional feel. And I was crying with Widow, and it's very tough to hear that. And it's also tough to hear that she had an argument prior to her death, and you just don't wanna leave things like that. So my heart, a prayer is going out to you today, widow. Okay, I'm gonna give you a prayer tonight. Baby, I know you're still healing, and I appreciate you for sharing your story, as well as Jackie, as well as Nikki, as well as anybody else that comes on the show, sharing your story with us as followers and viewers to understand. This is important for us to hear these moments and to see men break down and cry like that, to show that emotions are real and is important. And we can share and discuss them, and there's nothing wrong with a man showing his emotions, or a woman, or anybody for that matter. And Jaida says something to get the room back together. All right, Mother Hen, we appreciate you and your business. We now get to the runway. Rupaul gives us her best green glitter Eleganza. I really did like this look. I like this dress. It's not too much. It's a little simple, but I'm here for the presentation and the solution that is in those contact lenses. We have special guest Normani. Now, we had other judges there too. Hey, Michelle and Carson, glad to see you too, baby. But Normani was there, and she was gorgeous. The runway was lovely, and we'll get to that towards the end of the video. There were girls who were called safe and I guess in the top this week. And it was interesting to see those who were chosen. One in particular, but honestly, I thought her runway was the tits. So I'm not mad she was safe. The girls who were in the bottom though was interesting. Some, most, all, except for one I agreed with. Jaida was in the bottom. Britta was in the bottom. Heidi was in the bottom. Crystal Method was in the bottom, and Nikki Doll was in the bottom. Now, Jaida was there. We know why. Jaida looked great, so pass, safe. Britta, we'll get to her runway in a minute, but y'all saw her acting and spitting on people. So Britta was safe, but I'm still confused by that. Now, Heidi was in the bottom, and because Heidi, I guess, didn't shine enough, but to me, I don't know if Heidi should have been lip syncing tonight. Crystal, I knew wasn't going to be in any trouble here. Crystal's runway was everything to me, and I lived for her makeup, and her wig was right. I'm sorry, the shoe was a but everything was great. So Crystal was good to go. And Nikki Doll, we know why Nikki was there. We just know it. Nikki was there. She was there. She was just going to be there because that was a bad performance. Now, all the girls are called. Heidi's in the bottom and Nikki's in the bottom. I low-key did not just follow the same trend I was doing earlier with this person is safe and this... Girl, I'm tired. It's 12 o'clock at night and I'm about to edit this sucker and be up in the morning for you. Oh, he cares. Nikki and Heidi must lip sync to a Kim Petras song. I know all the gays lost it for this one. I'm late to Kim. Don't shade me, but I like some of Kim's music. She's got some really good songs. Very catchy music. The song is hard to break. And I don't want to break it to Nikki, but doing the sexy thing doesn't work all the time. And I know that she's not really the best dancer. I mean, some of you will argue with me based off of the rap challenge in the first episode, but I saw a bunch of knees click-clocking for that, honey. That wasn't no dancing for me. That was some click-clocking shit. But what I will say is that she looked beautiful and stunning, and she was hitting her marks and her moves right, and it looked good. However, Heidi was moving. Heidi was dancing. Heidi was doing what Heidi needed to do. She wasn't in nobody's closet. She came out there and served. I will say, though, when that wig rolled to the front, I was like, God bless America. But when she rolled that wig right back on in the right position, if that's how it was done, if the camera wanted us to see this, if the edit was right, then I'm okay for it. I said, well, at least she put the wig back on. She didn't just walk around with some duct tape around her head like, listen to me. It would have been a mess. Unfortunately, Nikki Doll is sent home in that beautiful, beautiful, every night I rush to my head Beyonce outfit in silver. Nikki gives a wonderful, goodbye. It's a sad moment. We're all sad to see Nikki go, but Nikki's time is up on Drag Race, and shout out to Nikki Doll. I really liked you in Untucked too when you talked to Heidi, and I'm going to get to Untucked in a second because Untucked was the tea. So let me just get to Untucked. Then we're going to do the runway, and if I forgot something in between, please forgive me. Untucked. Listen. Jackie was like, so Aiden, I was a little bit surprised you were in the back. Aiden checked her quickly. Now, Jan is our official shade button hitter for any time shade is thrown in a massive extent. The girls who were in the bottom return and no one's too happy. There's a somber moment here of this is what they said, this is what they said, this is how they felt, and then Britta speaks. I'm surprised that Aiden is not in the bottom after we all said who we wanted to say. And it was just like, she didn't talk like that, y'all. I'm just exaggerating. But at the same time, I was past the point of being annoyed. I was annoyed. Like, this is all we're going to talk about now? Because mama, listen, let's be real. She should have been in the bottom 2 last week and lip synced. Didn't say she needed to go home. I said she, in my opinion, should have been in the bottom 2. What Aiden posted on Instagram with the update was much better to where I could say safe for sure. We're not talking about what's on Instagram. We're talking about that look. However, I don't need to bring this into the next day. This shouldn't be brought into the next day because I'm in the bottom and she's safe. So you're mad because you didn't do so well, which you didn't do, and your outfit was kind of and now you're mad. It's like, okay, so now we're gonna bring Aiden into this. To which then other girls jumped in. I understand and feel the pain of someone being like, bitch, I've been working on this outfit all day and you took a nap. That is bullshit, but that's her. She did that. That's what she was doing. It had nothing to do with you. Move around. Sinus control system. Move around. Flush, flush. Heidi was about to lose her crap. Wore them hoes out. She went in. But it doesn't matter though. I'm in the bottom. Fuck you. Fuck. She was cussing all of them out. She was over it. You're attacking the girl. Aiden did stand up for herself, and that was nice to see. I'm glad she got her point across. I'm glad others felt, I guess they felt like they were able to say what they needed to say. Britta really threw the bomb and sat in the back and then just made Cheshire Cat grins the entire time. I don't hate you, Britta. I'm just talking about what this edit was, girl. Gigi, Widow, Jan, just throw the camera around to the faces in the room, especially widows. Especially widows. I thought Brooklyn Heights was the mood, sipping a good drink. No. Widow with her titties out. I will thank and appreciate Jackie Cox for bringing it all together and saying, all of this is kind of coming from, was it Jackie or Crystal? I think it was Jackie. I'm gonna say Jackie. Us not really having any communication with you like we do with the other girls. The other girls, we've all kind of talked and got our groups and we're all kind of settled with each other except for you. I don't know if that's an excuse to pick on somebody, but I guess it's a good reason to give. I don't know. Either way, the girls make their points. Britta's something. I don't know. Britta's spitter. I don't know. Britta, yeah, it's a lot with Britta. Either way, I was thoroughly entertained this episode. Let's go ahead and get to the runway. Get me to the runway, please. Clap, clap. Up first is Jaida Essence Hall giving us her best Jimmy Neutron superhero tease. I live for the shoulders, I'm living for this pink, her face is polished down. I'm giving this a well done. Remember, the scale is sizzle for everything. Well done for pretty much giving us what we need. A little bit more spice for those who just missing a couple of things. There was too much wrong, not enough right, maybe just need a little bit more, it was too in between. And then of course, burnt for the foolishness. Jaida, this is definitely well done, darling. I live for this outfit. I will live for the paint. The wig is right. It's an attachment, I see, but I'm really here for the look. I love it. Up next is Britta Filter giving us chaps. Chapstick. Chap. Okay. I'm not gonna hate on this outfit. I'm not mad at it completely here, but I've seen that sort of like peekaboo, it's all open and random this moment with this chap dress. I don't know. To me, with it being a cape challenge, this missed the mark because of this very sheer tulle. I don't think Britta looks bad. I actually like how Britta looks here. I just think that this may have been this would have been given higher marks on a different challenge, like a chap challenge or something else like that. I don't know. It's cool, just not for this challenge. So I don't want to say it needs a little bit more spice. I don't want to say well done. I don't want to say sizzling. I don't want to say burnt. It's just, This isn't the challenge for that, so I'm gonna use the word I made up with Jake Yonsei when we did the fashion look review for his video. It's Puma. It's puss and meh all in the same. Like, it's cool. It's Puma. Meh. Like, it's just, it doesn't make it. It's cool. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. It's all right. It's just not for this challenge. I don't hate it. I just not for this challenge. Up next is Jackie Cox giving you just, it's a beautiful outfit. I love the gold on her. I love the hair. I love the headpiece. I love the entire look. It's beautiful. I love the nod to the Middle Eastern references. I live for it. Jackie Cox is a good look, and I was here for it. Now, up next is Jan. I am becoming the biggest fan of Jan, y'all. Bitch, you came out in this parachute outfit, and then you gave dramatics too, because you let the parachute fly out. If Beyonce's Ivy Park collection had been released and Jan had that parachute outfit that she has in there and did this look with this cape, mama. Regardless, this is stunning. I like it. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for the brunette. I'm gonna actually give this a sizzle. I like this look. I'm not even mad about it. I liked it. I thought it was everything. Presentation, once again, is key, and I give it a sizzle on that. I like this, Jan. I thought this was fire. Okay, I just watched it walk down again. Excuse me. I'm going to reverse it into a well done. No shade, Jan. Those boots are not, I don't like them. I don't like them as much as I thought I did. Everything else is amazing. The boots, no. So, well done. Not the boots, though. I don't like the boots. But the boots was something else. Not with that. Up next is Gigi Good giving us Troop Beverly Hills reference realness. Well done. Very good. I'm not on the super sizzle. I ain't gonna do that. I'm sorry. Not. You want to know what would have gave? I would have gave Gigi a sizzle if she did the hair like just like the original. The iconic billowy, good old nasty ginger honey. Very that. But she's well done. I live for this look. I love it. And it's so well, it's clean, mama. It's clean. Up next is, and this is a beautiful look. I believe this is another Florence D. Lee. And if so, amazing. I like it. It's Elvis, and everybody likes Elvis. No, everybody does not like Elvis. But I'm just saying that, you know, it's a good nod and a good reference. I give it a well done. Next is Heidi in Closet, giving us a good Friday night tipping outfit. It's not burnt. It just needs a little bit more sizzle because that cape didn't go with it, and the lingerie look of it itself wasn't necessary. Okay, listen, the lingerie look itself is fine. I'm cool with it. The cape is cool, but those don't go together. And the wig is not meant for that look, but it's not horrible. So it just needs a little bit more spice. Yeah, and it just needs a little bit more spice. Now, Crystal Method. Oh, this is such a lovely look. I love this yellow. I love this purple, that beautiful paint job you did on your face, mama. Your mug was right with everything. Your wig was cute too. I love the accessories. This was done very well for me, and it gave a really good cape. It was such a big cape, and it was just a fantasy moment for me looking at Crystal Method. I loved it. Puss and a sizzle, in my opinion. Sizzle for Crystal Method for sure. Loved it. Ooh, the boots were burnt. The neon green boots was horrible, child. Next is Aiden Zane giving us Silence of the Lambs tease. You know, I actually gave this like high scores just for the fact that she kept that moth on her mouth. I love a good movie reference. I'm not mad. It's well done. It's very simple. But that moth on her mouth just did it for me. I'm sorry. It did it for me, girl. Oh, it did it for me, mama. I was so here for it. Up next is Watermelon Fondue. No, I'm talking about Miss Widow excuse me. I got Diana in my ear now. The Widow Fondue. I'm okay with this. It's not totally awesome, dude, but it was actually fun to see this green wig, and I like the cape with the watermelon back and the boots. It is a show outfit for a Friday, Saturday night, a good gig. A lot of girls showed up for this. Okay, so I actually see that it's not knee-high boots. It's actually like covers over these regular pumps to give that effect. I don't don't want to boot it, y'all. I don't want to burn it. I don't want to say it needs a little spice. I can't sizzle it either. I think it's well done, but it could have done more. I like it though. I think it's kind of cool. Even with the whole little titty shake at the end, and she gave a little nipple nip. I'm cool with it. But I'm not poo mad of it. I'm cool with it in a sense where I can say it's good. It's well done. I enjoyed the meal. I'd come back to the restaurant. I'd hope would be made a little bit differently, but I like this meal. I'm cool with it. That's all right. Last but certainly not least is Miss Nikki Doll giving you Mugler, Mugler, Mugler. Who sang Sweet Dreams by Beyonce when she walked out. Sister, when she opened that cape, it was everything. Oh, Nikki Doll, you really know how to give some puss. Honey, that was a sizzle. I don't care what anybody says. That was a sizzle. She may have been eliminated this episode. That was a sizzle. Well, mother. Done. Puss. All of it. Everything. Everybody, that is the review. We talked about the episode. We got into Untucked. We discussed this runway. Tell me downstairs in the comments below, what did you think of this week's episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you poo mad? Who was your favorite on the runway? What was your favorite part of the episode? Tell me downstairs and tell me what you think. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media links. That is Instagram and Facebook at Matty Rants, and of course Twitter at the Matty Rants. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, that's Cash App $ Matty Rants and Venmo Matty-Rants, preferably PayPal.me Matty Rants. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. Y'all know I am really in like this crazy place in my life right now, but I will give you content no matter what. I will try my best. Right now, the setup that I have is insane, but we made it happen, and I love you guys and gals and everybody in between so much. You're my rant pack and you're everything for me. So thank you for all the support you've given me. Nobody's hate can touch any of the nice, kind words that you've given me. You're everything to me. And again, have a great day. Hugs and kisses. All my love to you. Bye. Yes. We got a good episode this week. Come on.